and Tobago.
At the Tire Club, we carry the largest tire inventory in the Caribbean. Over 10,000 tires in stock and ready to go. No matter what you drive, cars, trucks, SUVs, tractors, we've got the perfect fit for you for every road, every terrain, every job.
And we don't just stock tires, we stock quality you could depend on. Built to perform, built to last, and backed by a team that knows tires inside out. Simply put, when it comes to quality, we are second to none.
And here's the best part, free fitting and free same-day delivery. Yes, that's right. Fast professional service without the extra cost. Plus, if you're buying in bulks, we've got special deals waiting for you.
And here's what smart drivers already know. With ongoing foreign exchange challenges, tire availability could tighten and prices may increase. So it makes sense to stock up now while inventory is strong and prices is still in your favor. So whether you drive a car, van, truck, SUV or tractor, don't wait.
We're conveniently located at South Haven Shopping Center in Davie, ready to serve you.
Meet our professional tire expert, Jason and Yapton.
Give us a call at the Tire Club at 718-9300.
Jason 370-3892.
And Yapton at 735-3930.
Heart disease is the #1 cause of death in Trinidad and Tobago, driven by 2 silent threats, diabetes and high cholesterol. But now there's a powerful ally, introducing Berberine Plus by Asia Nutrition, clinically proven to stabilize blood sugar and keep cholesterol levels in check. With 99.9% pure extract, you get superior absorption and real results. Available now at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Berberine Plus, your heart deserves better.
Time Check, brought to you by BioStrath Immune with added zinc. Distributed by H&J Enterprises Limited.
Police now looking for a male person of interest to question in relation to the disappearance of 2-year-old Angelo Tobias Plaza. The Ukrainian aircraft carrying explosives has left this country. The police say they broke no laws. A former police commissioner disagrees with hiring more officers, but a criminologist stresses it's a good move.
Coming up in sport, Team TTO makes a flying start at the American Track Cup in Chile, racking up an impressive medal haul.
Good evening, I'm Bavita Gopalchan, and this is the Weekend News here on CNC3. The mother of missing 2-year-old Angelo Tobias Plaza and her companion remain in police custody in Tobago. Police confirmed both individuals are being held separately as they question them on the child's disappearance. Unconfirmed reports say police are widening their search, with other suspects a possibility. Khalifa Tobias and her partner were taken away by police on Friday afternoon as extensive searches for the toddler came up empty-handed. Angelo was reported missing around 7:30 p.m. on Monday from his seaside home in Cambridge, Trace Goodwood. Denisha Miller, a relative of Angelo's stepfather, told CNC3 News she last saw the child on Sunday with his mother in Scarborough. She said Angelo ran to her and hugged her tightly. It is a memory she will never forget.
5 days now, I feel really, really sad, and it's not a nice thing, not a good thing to be, but the sad thing to me, all the families and friends sad still and stuff, and we're all still looking for him. Not a good thing at all. Sad, very sad.
The marine search for the toddler has been abandoned with the focus squarely on land. The Hunters Search and Rescue Team, led by Shamsuddin Ayub, said they won't stop until there is closure.
The Hunter Search and Rescue always like to bring closure to any case, even to find loved ones. And this rocked Trinidad and Tobago. So this is part of us. So we are going all out to find and put closure to this case.
Villagers say a candlelight vigil will be held tomorrow at 7 p.m. as to call for justice for Angelo. Village Council President Wendy Devines is demanding charges be brought against whoever is responsible for Angelo's disappearance. Now to this, the TTBS says no laws were breached in relation to a Ukrainian cargo aircraft that landed at the Piarco International Airport on Thursday night. The aircraft was carrying several tons of industrial explosives. Police say further inquiries and consultations with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions found that neither the aircraft nor its operators committed any offense under local laws. The crew were questioned for hours by local and international security authorities, but later cleared to leave this country after all verifications were completed. However, the TTPS says a separate national security investigation is now underway into how the aircraft was allowed to land without the required prior authorization for transporting volatile cargo. Commissioner of Police Alistair Cavaro praised the interagency response and said national security agencies remain vigilant and fully engaged. Well, former government minister Vasant Bharat is criticizing NGC's decision to end its relationship with international ratings agency Moody's. In a Facebook post, Bharat said the move created the impression that NGC was trying to avoid independent scrutiny after receiving an unfavorable rating. He warned that removing one of the world's most recognized ratings agencies could weaken investor confidence and raise questions about transparency and accountability. Well, on Thursday, Moody's withdrew NGC's credit assessment ratings after the state company discontinued its relationship with the agency in February. NGC maintained that Moody's ratings did not accurately reflect its standalone credit profile. Well, former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith is criticizing government's plans to increase the strength of the police service from 7,884 officers to 10,200 over 5 years. He says the move is not a serious crime fighting strategy and argues that the country needs better systems and accountability, not more officers. The plan was announced in the House of Representatives by Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander, who said the phased recruitment drive will improve operational effectiveness. But Griffith says the focus should be on leadership, training, response times, and public trust, warning that increasing numbers without reform could weaken the police service. However, criminologist Dr. Randy Sipasad sees the move as a good one.
So this is extremely good news because I will say admittedly that the per capita rate of, police in Trinidad and Tobago exceeds that of many developed countries and indeed many countries in the region. And despite that, we still have such high, typically high crime levels. And it means then with more manpower, you have more boots on the ground and greater ability to deal with the crime situation. However, having said that, you must bear in mind that crime suppression is only one aspect of what is necessary, right? And on the other side of it, you have the crime prevention side, which typically the police are not involved in.
Dr. Sipasad says he's aware that there are ongoing meetings with a very wide range of stakeholders, including the Minister of Education, Tobago House of Assembly, and NGOs. He says the aim is to create anti-crime interventions for young people up to the age of 17 years old. Well, tonight we asked, do you think hiring more police officers will help reduce crime? Here's what some of you told us.
Because I think crime is really a social thing because it depends on, they're saying they don't work for young people.
When you have police presence, for instance, when you bring in dignitaries and you have police at every street corner, that is a perfect example. The main idea of putting police by every street corner or every other lamppost is to deter the criminals from whatever activity or whatever plan.
No, so I don't think so. I think we have enough. It's just for them to be more proactive and do their job.
But so much they have and you don't see them. You still want to hire more?
I don't know what to say. Hiring more officers, no. Definitely. I can't say it, but definitely no.
I mean, we'll have more police available to be at more places, more locations. Yeah, that's all I can say. I don't think it will necessarily solve crime.
More than $1.3 million worth of marijuana, a pistol and ammunition were found during a police search at a house along Monroe Road in Quinnipiac on Friday morning. According to a police report, around 8 31-year-old taxi driver allegedly led investigators to crocus bags hidden inside an abandoned structure in the area. There they found 187 kilograms of cannabis, a Glock 19 pistol, and 14 rounds of 9mm ammunition. The suspect remains in custody as investigations continue. A 33-year-old father of one, Jamal Adams, was shot and killed in Mova this morning. Police say the incident happened just after 8 a.m. along Industry Lane. Residents reported hearing loud explosions and found Adams lying on the roadway with gunshot wounds. A motive has not yet been established and investigations are ongoing. In a separate incident, 2 people were injured in a shooting in Laventille on Thursday night. Now, police say Nicholas Morris and Tisha Richardson were shot while traveling on Laventille Road near 42nd Street. Both were taken to hospital and are in stable condition. Inquiries are continuing. A PA driver fought off an alleged robber during a violent attack early this morning, killing one of 2 men. Police reports indicate that the driver picked up 2 men in Guayco. They then asked him to go to Guayco-Tamina Road. Investigators say one of the men suddenly struck the driver in the mouth with a glass bottle and tried to take control of the vehicle. The driver allegedly armed himself with a knife and stabbed the man once in the chest. The suspect, 21-year-old Ronald Singh of Coriel, later died. The second suspect escaped. Sangre Grande CID officers are continuing those inquiries. And a 20-year-old man from Longdonville was struck and killed by a car while crossing the Sir Solomon Hochoy Highway yesterday morning. According to reports, around 1 a.m., Brian Lala and his brother Jeremiah were attempting to cross the highway near Mid-Center Mall after liming at a bar. Lala of Cashew Gardens, Longdonville, was hit by a car while crossing the northbound lane. He was taken to hospital but died while receiving treatment. The driver of the car stopped to render assistance. He told police that Lala ran into his vehicle's path and he could not slow down or swerve to avoid the collision. From here, we take a short break. We'll be right back.
Looking for tires you can trust? Then listen up, Trinidad and Tobago.
At the Tire Club, we carry the largest tire inventory in the Caribbean. Over 10,000 tires in stock and ready to go. No matter what you drive, cars, trucks, SUVs, tractors, we've got the perfect fit for you for every road, every terrain, every job.
And we don't just stock tires, we stock quality you could depend on. Built to perform, built to last, and backed by a team that knows tires inside out. Simply put, when it comes to quality, we are second to none.
And here's the best part: free fitting and free same-day delivery. Yes, that's right. Fast professional service without the extra cost. Plus, if you're buying in bulks, we've got special deals waiting for you.
And here's what smart drivers already know. With ongoing foreign exchange challenges, tire availability could tighten and prices may increase. So it makes sense to stock up now while inventory is strong and prices is still in your favor. So whether you drive a car, van, truck, SUV, or tractor, don't wait.
We're conveniently located at South Haven Shopping Center in Davie, ready to serve you.
Meet our professional tire expert, Jason and Yapton.
Give us a call at the Tire Club at 718-9300.
Jason, 370-3892.
And Yapton at 735-3930.
Heart disease is the #1 cause of death in Trinidad and Tobago, driven by 2 silent threats, diabetes and high cholesterol. But now there's a powerful ally, introducing Berberine Plus by Asia Nutrition, clinically proven to stabilize blood sugar and keep cholesterol levels in check. With 99.9% pure extract, you get superior absorption and real results. Available now at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Berberine Plus, your heart deserves better.
Win one of 100 shopping sprees. Super Mom, Super Dad, Super Wins sweepstakes is here at Possad's the Food King and Bright Ideas. This is your chance to shop, enter, and win weekly. Here's how you can win. Every time you spend $300, you get an entry form for your chance to win one of 100 shopping sprees. Plus, every Saturday during our live draws, you can shop, spin, and win instantly at any Possad's the Food King. Hurry! Promotion ends June 24th and is NLCB approved.
Quality value, that's our way. The real Possad's, we're here to stay. The Food King Possad's.
Welcome back. Residents of Taruba Heights say they are still uneasy following Thursday's oil spill as questions continue over communication from Heritage Petroleum. Some families have still not returned to their homes, while others remain indoors with doors and windows sealed due to a lingering hydrocarbon odor. Heritage personnel were seen along the Solomon Hojoy Highway conducting air quality tests, which officials say remain within acceptable levels. Sections of the affected area are still cordoned off as cleanup operations continue and contaminated soil is removed. Well, despite the visible response, residents say they were not properly briefed when the incident occurred. Several say they only became aware of the spill through social media and passing emergency activity.
Well, I only saw it on social media. I didn't realize it had an oil spill before. Nobody informed us. I think it was yesterday. There was certain, fire units, people from Heritage, ambulance, and I think it was like a standby process in case something more seriously should happen.
Balbosa said residents were not formally briefed even as response crews moved through the area. One mother of three said the odor triggered immediate headaches when she stepped outside and forced her to remain indoors for almost a week. She added that no official visited her home despite the presence of emergency and company personnel in the area. While Claxton Bay MP Hanson Narayan Singh said he will engage residents directly and raise their concerns with the Heritage Petroleum Company.
Going to address something Heritage and also to allay the concerns of the residents as well. I will be going personally to each other, the residents, to make sure that their fears are, allayed. For now, I can say yes, it is safe for now. As I said, we are doing necessary investigations and necessary threat assessments. And as things unfold, we will, of course, be updating the residents.
Narayan Singh said he will be engaging residents directly to address their concerns and fears arising from the incident. While Heritage Petroleum said cleanup and monitoring operations are ongoing while investigations into the spill continue. Charlotte Street vendors were forced to endure a foul stench and reduced sales today as a sewer leak between Prince and Queen Streets in the heart of the capital's busy shopping district forced away shoppers. Some vendors were forced to wear masks to cope with the odor. One vendor described the smell as unbearable, saying conditions became increasingly difficult as shoppers tried to avoid the area.
Well, we saw two vehicles showed up, they did nothing, they just gone away. How it affected me? The scent, it was overbearing. It was really, really overbearing. It's a past an hour now. It's a past an hour now, and this is not healthy for human consumption. It is not healthy at all.
The Water and Sewage Authority responded carrying out cleanup operations, but some vendors believe that it could have been done faster.
Yeah, killing the whole vibes on the street right now. You can see that, normally out here pumping Saturday, the weather nice. Right now, the whole place dead. Some people rack up and gone. We just asking Wassa to come and fix it soon, please. Thanks.
Now, CNC3 News understands that the sewer spill has been contained. Meanwhile, residents of the Corn Hills HDC development in St. Madeleine say they're fed up with what they describe as poor maintenance and deteriorating living conditions. They are complaining about irregular garbage collection, overgrown grass, and an increasing rodent and pigeon problem. The complaints come just one day after San Fernando East MP Brian Manning raised concerns in Parliament, saying there was no garbage collection, drain cleaning, or grass cutting in HDC communities in his constituency. Residents say the situation has become overwhelming, with some forced to pay to cut the grass while others do the work themselves. They also express fears about their health and safety, claiming rats have invaded the community and pigeons were living in the ceiling, while in some upper floor apartments as well. Patrick Louis, a retired police officer who lives in an upper floor apartment, said he has made several reports to the HDC about the conditions, but he is still awaiting relief.
Problem is insects, pigeon, in my ceiling, them windows and them falling apart. If I push them windows through, they fall down. I really get fed up. When they're getting up 4 o'clock in the morning, insects coming from your ceiling and dropping on your bed. Can't sleep comfortable.
Well, in response to the concerns raised by Manning in Parliament, Housing Minister David Lee insisted garbage collection and bulk waste removal were being carried out in several communities. When contacted by CNC3 News about the complaints from Current Hills residents, well, Lee said he does not get involved in those matters and referred questions to HDC's management. HDC's management did not respond to our request for comment up to newstime. From early on Friday morning, hundreds of patients hoping to receive free cataract surgery filed into the Seventh-day Adventist Community Hospital in Cocorite. Many seated under tents as they waited their turn for screening. The humanitarian mission is aimed at restoring sight to thousands of patients through fully subsidized operations. Led by Trinidad-born physician and president of Hands International, Dr. Reynald Agard, the event is being undertaken on May 14th to the 26th. Well, several patients told CNC3 News that they have been on public waiting lists for more than 2 years, and it is financially out of reach for them in the private sector. Dr. Agard said the scale of need in this country has driven the program.
We could do 400 surgeries.
We could do up to 400, and if we push, we could do 450 per day. All right. So Dr. Jacobs has designed this program to the point where in the OR he has 2 beds, and we built those beds specifically for the OR so that he can do one surgery in under 4 minutes.
Well, Hands International Trinidad and Tobago project manager Samuel Sanka said the initiative is a result of multi-agency cooperation involving the church, hospital leadership, and the state.
And there have been, close collaboration with Dr. Agard. We want to thank the Honorable Minister of Health, Lakram Bodo, Dr. Lakram Bodo, for his support. The Ministry, National Security, Immigration, Customs, they have been able and give us a smooth working experience here.
Well, those who are in need of cataract surgery are being invited to go to the community hospital in Cocorite to get the chance of clearer vision. Well, still to come in sport, Chris Richards Jr. takes on a tough international field at the Gulf National Championship in Illinois.
Heart disease is the #1 cause of death in Trinidad and Tobago, driven by 2 silent threats, diabetes and high cholesterol. But now there's a powerful ally, introducing Berberine Plus by Asia Nutrition, clinically proven to stabilize blood sugar and keep cholesterol levels in check. With 99.9% pure extract, you get superior absorption and real results. Available now at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Berberine Plus, your heart deserves better.
For me, people matter most. It's the same if you hail from Moruga, where I'm from, Mount Irvin, Scarborough, or Port of Spain. As a journalist, I'm focused on building that connection between Trinidad, the region, and the world. Most importantly, I want always to use my voice as a powerful weapon to break down barriers wherever they exist. This is why we are where you are.
Pedaling off tonight's action, Trinidad and Tobago cyclists continue to fly the red, white and black high on the international stage, delivering another impressive medal haul on the opening day of the American Track Cup in Santiago, Chile. Rajiv Surat has more.
Sprint stars Makaira Mackey-Wallace and Jacine Phillip both powered to gold medal victories, while endurance rider Tennille Campbell added silver in the women's omnium to cap a strong night for the Twin Island Republic. Wallace opened Trinidad and Tobago's account with a commanding performance in the women's keirin, capturing her 3rd gold medal of the campaign after also winning the event at the first Copa meet. The talented sprinter got the better of Argentina's Valentina Mendez and Chile's Daniela Kolilev in the final after earlier winning her opening heat to secure a place in the medal round. Phillip then added another goal for Team TTO in the men's sprint with a dominant display throughout the competition. The veteran cyclist topped qualifying in a blistering 9.641 seconds before cruising past Chile's Nicolas Vergara and Canada's Nicholas Ridge in straight rides. Phillip then defeated Spain's Esteban Sanchez in the semis before overcoming Colombia's Christian Ortega in the final to seal victory. Campbell also impressed in the endurance events, battling hard for silver in the women's omnium. The Trinidad and Tobago rider finished just 2 points behind Chile's Scarlett Cortez, who claimed the gold with 128 points to Campbell's 126. In the men's points race, Akil Campbell finished 16th in a field of 23 riders as competition continued in Chile today. Rajiv Surat Singh, CNC3 Sport.
To golf now, Christopher Richards Jr. produced a strong showing at the NAIA Men's Golf National Championship in Illinois, while finishing tied for 7th overall against a highly competitive international field. Representing Weber International University, Richards Jr. closed the 4-round tournament at 6 over par, counting rounds of 75, 72, 71 and 76. His best performance came in the 3rd round, where he shot 1 under par to move into contention among the tournament leaders. Well, the Trinidad and Tobago golfer ended just 6 shots behind champion Christian Yanovich of Oklahoma City University, underlining his consistency throughout the championship. Manchester City lifted the 2026 FA Cup after a huge victory over Chelsea at Wembley today. Meanwhile, in Rome, the Women's Italian Open final proved to be a gripping encounter. Here's Rajiv Surat Singh.
Manchester City kept their domestic treble hopes alive after a moment of brilliance from Antoine Semenyo secured a 1-0 victory over Chelsea in the FA Cup final at Wembley Stadium in London. After a tense and tactical contest, Semenyo produced the decisive moment in the 72nd minute. Fed by Erling Haaland, the January signing improvised brilliantly to score one of the goals of the season. His reaction time second to none. Pep Guardiola's side controlled much of the encounter and could have won by a wider margin. The victory gives Manchester City another major trophy this season following their Carabao Cup triumph in March, while attention now turns to the Premier League title race. Meanwhile, in tennis, Elina Svitolina boosted her French Open credentials with a hard-fought victory over world number 4 Coco Gauff in the Italian Open final in Rome. Svitolina battled to a 6-4, 6-7, 6-2 victory to claim her first clay court title of the season ahead of Roland Garros. The Ukrainian showed tremendous resilience throughout the match, overcoming intense rallies and pressure moments to outlast the reigning French Open champion. The 31-year-old will now head to Paris full of confidence as she chases the first Grand Slam title of her career at the French Open, which begins on May 24th. Rajiv Surat Singh, CNC3 Sport.
Well, that's all the sporting action we have for you. Let's take another break. We'll be right back.
Dress like you mean business. At The Working Woman, we bring you stylish, professional looks made for the modern woman. From casual to formal workwear, we've got your professional wardrobe covered.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
We are more than headlines, more than stories on a page.
The Trinidad and Tobago Guardian newspaper, your favorite national newspaper, is relaunching its community feature section with one major focus in mind.
It's all about we Trinis.
We life and culture.
We heritage.
We health.
We food. We music.
We community. We men.
We women.
We kids, yay!
Everything we love and adore. We are every part of Trinidad and Tobago. And now, We is a space where every reader sees themselves reflected. Introducing We, The Guardian's bold new celebration, a magazine dedicated to irresistible stories and features that celebrate the very best of Trini life. Our stories, our culture, our life.
Several islands in the Eastern Caribbean were shaken by a 6.0 magnitude earthquake that struck near Barbuda this morning, sending tremors across the region and sparking concern among citizens. The earthquake occurred around 10:50 a.m. with its epicenter located approximately 43.5 miles from Codrington in Barbuda. Initial reports indicated that the tremor was felt across a wide section of the Caribbean. At this time, there were no immediate reports of major damage, injuries or tsunami threats linked to the seismic event. Saturday's earthquake is among the strongest tremors felt in the region in recent times and has renewed discussions about earthquake preparedness across vulnerable island states. Staying with regional news, as Ghana prepares to celebrate its 60th independence anniversary, President Dr. Irfan Ali on Friday evening called on Guyanese to embrace unity and cultural diversity, declaring that culture must remain at the heart of national development. The head of state made the call while delivering the feature address at the opening ceremony of the Ghana Festival 2026 at the Ghana National Stadium, Providence. The festival, which returned after a 12-year absence, is being held under the theme Sound, Soul and Taste and forms part of activities to commemorate Guyana's 60th independence anniversary.
The 60th anniversary of Guyana's independence is therefore a time for recommitment, a recommitment to unity, a recommitment to inclusion, a recommitment to the idea of Born Guyana, not as a slogan, but as a lived reality.
Well, the Ghana Festival will feature cultural villages, culinary exhibitions, performances, concerts, storytelling, craft displays, and competitions aimed at showcasing Guyana's traditions, history, and local creative talent. For a look at tomorrow's weather forecast, the Met Office says conditions are sunny, hazy and windy, despite a few isolated showers favoring the morning period. Tomorrow's maximum forecast temperature in Trinidad and Tobago is 32 degrees Celsius. Seas are moderate with waves reaching from 2 meters in open waters and 1 meter in sheltered areas. Well, that brings us to the end of tonight's newscast. I am Bhavita Gopalchan, and on behalf of the entire team, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.